everybody. Welcome to the newest edition of Dinner Plus Drinks podcast. I think I said it every week.
You just sounded so excited.
But I am very excited. First of all, we put out a special episode midweek this week that we've had some amazing feedback on from Bridget's mom.
That's right. Thanks, Mom.
Thank you very much, Beth. We appreciate your feedback. But also, not just Bridget's mom, other people as well have really seemed to enjoy it. And
thanks, other people.
Sarah, my beautiful wife, said she enjoyed it as well. She just was annoyed by the way we did the reveal.
I rewatched it and I liked the way we did the reveal.
So I'm very sorry, honey. I love you dearly. Next time we do the reveal, I will do it in the way you asked because I'm doing this for you and Simona. I'm not doing this for me.
Excuse me. I love you too, Sarah, but I agree with the way we did the reveal. Okay, anyway, it's Pinkies Up, you guys. If you missed it, check it out. I wear a fun festive hat. Yeah,
next time I'm going to have a fun festive hat too. I think we got something planned that I'm going to have a really cool hat.
I also will have a hat, but that's not going to be a surprise because I'm going to do it every month. But next month includes a costume change.
If you didn't listen to that, we talked about if the difference between a $15 and a $50 bottle of wine is something someone like Bridget, normal person who likes wine, can pick up, and if it's worth it. I also give some tips on things you can do when looking to save some money when you're buying wine, but still get a really good bottle of wine. So practical, fun, and...
It was awesome. I learned some things, and, I sound surprised because, we talk about wine a lot here, and I must just tune Nick out sometimes. I'm not sure, but I learned a couple, really valuable things, and now I know where my taste is in the lineup of wine. So
that's that. How's your week going, Bridget?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's been dark and gloomy weather, which is my fave, actually.
It's like Seattle weather.
Oh,
this is a pretty early Brittany mention.
This is an early one. I thought about Brittany actually and where should I live? Because Tuesday, so short week, right?
Short week. Labor Day. It's just screwing with everybody.
Yeah, screwing everything up. But Tuesday, I was in such a good mood, and it was pouring rain all day and gloomy, but my kids slept in. I was really productive. Man, I really should live somewhere that it rains all the time. So anyway, I'm not going to move, guys, but I wish it rained more. I got to tell you.
Maybe Maine?
Maybe. I've never been to Maine.
British Columbia?
I'm probably not going to move.
Which is Seattle North.
But I like that weather. I do... Well, I'll wait to share this. Tell me about your week first.
It's good. I have been so productive. I have been, in the words of Beyonce, slaying.
Wow, Nick.
SLEIGHING, slaying.
So also Christmas?
I've just been getting stuff done. I feel good. I have this thing where, because summer grilling season at Lake Geneva Country Meats at work, it's this sprint basically from Cinco de Mayo to Christmas with a little bit. It's like we're running the 800 meters, right?
So we can just breathe a couple months of the year.
It's the worst. It's the worst of all the races. You have to sprint like it's the 400 meter or 100 meter, but you have to pace yourself.
You got to take 2 laps.
Yeah, so it's the worst. It's the worst race, and we have this incredible sprint from Cinco de Mayo to Christmas, New Year's Eve, with a little bit of a break in October. And it used to be we had a little bit of break in September. So all summer I'm like, hey guys, I really appreciate you. Let's put this off a week because I'm a little busy. And then, all the let's put this off a week eventually piles up and you're
this
hey,
week.
Yeah. And so everything has to get done the week of Labor Day. So all the things you had to get done in summer get done the week of Labor Day. And then in August, you're like, that's going to be a busy week. I can see it on my calendar now. So how about we meet that first week of September? And then suddenly you have 50 appointments.
In 4 days.
Yeah, in 4 days, because it's a short week.
Yeah.
So it's like, Parks and Rec, where April books all of Ron's appointments on April 30th because she doesn't think April 30th is a real day.
I love Parks and Rec references.
So that's,
but
I've been super productive. I'm a big to-do list person and just nailing things off the to-do list. It's been great. It's been a great week.
There's no better mood booster than checking off to-do lists.
It's, another thing Sarah likes to do is she likes the physical, get something done, crumple up the paper, throw it away type of thing. The satisfaction of that physical.
Okay. So she's a crosser off, not a checkbox person?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's having that physical satisfaction. It's just such a great thing.
You're a checkbox person.
I'm a checkbox person, yeah.
Is it the same satisfaction?
I get great satisfaction.
From the checkbox?
I get little tingles in the inside when I check off that box.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, I'm going to take it down a notch. Okay. I'm so sorry, but I have to social media all up in our face all the time.
All the time.
Saw a thing today. So we are recording on Friday, right? Which is 9/11.
September
so
11th.
Happy birthday, Laura Cucco, first of all.
Happy birthday, Nancy Douglas.
Yes, happy birthday, Nancy. So, but also it's 9/11. So,
So it doesn't matter
this
anymore.
day, we don't need to rehash about this day. But I remember exactly where I was. Like it was, it's obviously a thing.
Sklavos's honors biology class, third period.
I was in food
it was
science.
Tuesday, a block day.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I was in food science and I got a call from the main office and they're like, is Bridget there? So I had to go to the classroom and like take this call. I'm like, what is happening? My dad was actually supposed to be on a plane and in a meeting at one of the side, not the two towers, but one of the smaller buildings at the trade centers. So they just wanted to call to let us know that our dad was okay. And we didn't know he traveled all the time, but his flight got canceled or delayed that day. So like, yay, by the grace of God, great.
Yay.
So, but that's not where I was actually trying to head. What I wanted to do is like, got slapped in the face by all the things on social media. But this one I thought was really cool considering like the state of our nation these days. Let me read you a little thing. I would never, ever want 9/11 again, but I miss the America of 9/12, so of September 12th. Stores ran out of flags to sell because they were being flown everywhere. People were Americans before they were upper or lower class, Jewish or Christian, Republican or Democrat. We hugged people without caring if they ate at a Chick-fil-A or wore Nikes. So it's a little tongue-in-cheek, but the post was titled, I missed 9/12. And I'm like, what is this? And like, the state of the world is depressing right now.
It is depressing.
So I've been feeling that weight again this week. Like, we've talked about this a lot. We bring it up in episodes every once in a while, and it's just one of those weeks for me again. I don't know, like Elliot's back in school and the world is burning on the West Coast. And, so it's just, there's a lot again. So I'm feeling heavy this week. So I just thought this was really interesting. And that's what I have to say about that. And we can move on.
Well, Bridget, I have an idea to make you feel better.
Okay.
Oktoberfest beer.
I
Let's
was
crack
dreaming
this.
of this.
Let's have a beer.
I know Nick usually picks our drinks, and I was hoping this is what he'd pick this week.
Cheers, Bridget.
Cheers. Maybe you've heard me say this. Oktoberfest is my absolute favorite beer. I will like hoard it in my
It's a
fridge.
delicious beer style.
For a year.
It's a delicious beer style.
I don't know. Have we had this one before on here?
Revolution? I don't know.
I don't know.
Revolution does a great thing. Sorry to my friends at Revolution, but the first time you guys came out with this, I was a little skeptical because Revolution is very well known for making delicious hop-forward beers, and they kind of have their little Revolution spin on a lot of stuff. They did this, so I was like, are you going to do a Revolution Oktoberfest and it'd be like a hoppy, disastrous mess? Because
Rude.
some people did this type of stuff, and it was like, But this is delicious.
I love it.
It's a traditional one, but it is a little bit more hop forward, so it's got some of that bitterness on the end, but it just goes perfectly with the caramel malt. It's so good.
Perfectly. I every year I try a new Oktoberfest. So I haven't had Mobcrafts yet. So it's called like Mobtoberfest.
Mobtober,
right?
yeah.
So I've got some cans in my fridge, so maybe I'll try it this weekend. But I always get like a variety because I know I love Oktoberfest. So anyway, there's that.
People, let us know what your favorite Oktoberfest beers are.
Yeah.
If you say you don't like Oktoberfest beers, you're lying.
Also, I won't be your friend as if we are friends in real life. But anyway, whatever. It's great. I will tell you how Mobtoberfest is maybe next week. Should we just drink different Oktoberfest beers?
Maybe that's a good idea.
For the whole month
we can
of
just do that.
September and October.
While supplies last. All right,
know.
so best thing you ate this week. I see on our planning document, I really want to know how this turned out because this was the subject of some intense discussion yesterday.
Okay, so it's been gloomy. We need like warm, comforting meals. Hubs recommended that we have shepherd's pie yesterday, so
He didn't
Thursday.
recommend duck.
He didn't ask for duck because he knows better.
Shocker.
I had some ground beef that I had to make, so he's like, "Oh, I would really love shepherd's pie." We're like, "Great, I can get all those things at Lake Geneva Country Meats. I don't even have to stop at the store, a different store. Yay!" So it was so good. Tyler did some of the cooking and took some liberties. So here's what we ended up doing. I already had the ground beef browned, which was, I know, a mistake because I didn't know what I was making with it. I just knew I had to make it.
It's fine.
So it was done. So we ended up putting some onion in a pan and mushrooms. He put mushrooms in.
Mushrooms. Interesting. That works.
We had them and he loves them. Then we put the ground beef in, like onion, salt, garlic. We had minced garlic, salt, pepper, and then we had frozen veggies. So
Perfect.
I did like whatever delicious, that bag of mixed frozen
Organic
veggies.
frozen vegetables.
Or my organic veggies in my shepherd's pie.
Well, it gets better with
does,
what's
yeah.
on top because of my organic vegetables.
This was not a low-calorie meal. So we used organic frozen vegetables. Then he didn't know we had chicken stock, but we did.
Oh, that's great.
So we did put some stock
Yeah,
in there.
stock, yeah.
A little
Keep it
flour to
moist.
thicken it up a little. Yeah, we're getting really fancy now. So that was our delicious, like, beefy mixture. Then, you're supposed to put mashed potatoes on top. And I was like, I'm not making mashed potatoes. And we don't have instant ones. And I don't want to stop at a store that's not like Geneva Country Meats. So what did I buy? Twice baked potatoes.
So smart. Smartest thing I've ever seen for this whole thing.
It was the best. I don't think I'll ever have a shepherd's pie a different way. So our twice baked potatoes have bacon, cheese,
Green onion.
probably 8 pounds of cream. I don't know.
Yep, 8 pounds,
Yeah,
probably more or less. Yep.
So they're
butter.
delicious. If you've ever had them, they're definitely a customer favorite. So we scraped out 2 of those and put it on top of our shepherd's pie. And it was dang good. Like, we didn't have it till after Lucy went to bed. She would have devoured it, but Elliot liked
I would have
it.
loved to see it. Because Lucy could have just like bear
Picture
pawed it and just like all over her face.
It was awesome. I have nothing else to say besides it was
gonna make
definitely
that.
my favorite thing.
I'm
it
gonna
was
make that.
so
Simona
easy.
would love it.
Yes, and it was stupid easy. So pro tip, get a twice baked potato from Country
That's a
Meats
great idea.
and put it on top of your shepherd's pie.
I know you've had a rough week, so I didn't send this to you, but I had this thing, the butter reminded me, I wanted to trigger you. Like I had this thing.
Wanted to piss you off.
That was going to just totally trigger you. And it was this Facebook meme video of somebody taking, they had a beautiful cup of coffee and some butter next to it. And they took a spoon and started putting butter in their coffee.
Ew!
And melting the butter into the coffee and saying, some people are putting butter in their coffee now. And here's the reason why. I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be legit. Maybe, does Bridget know about this?
Does Bridget want butter?
Bridget's a black coffee person, but has she tried butter? It turns out they said they try it because they're stupid.
Oh, yeah. I was like, why are they trying it?
I wanted to send you the video just because I was like, oh, Bridget's had a rough week. We're not going to.
Thanks so much for not putting butter in your coffee.
We're not going to trigger her.
I will say, though, one of my most soothing favorite things is to watch people put cream in their coffee because I don't do that. Just don't judge me.
When somebody asks Bridget at the restaurant we go to the most, where they know her and they know
me.
Would you like cream or sugar? She's like irate that they asked such a stupid question.
It is funny if you know my husband. He's from the exterior, a tall, manly man.
Big beard.
Got a beard. And I'll go, if we order we'll go to a coffee place. I'll get a black coffee and a caramel latte. And that is for my husband, and I'm the black coffee.
I'd like to make it very clear.
This is not mine.
Husband is the one with the girl drink.
Anyway, love you, Tyler. What'd you eat? Tell me what you ate.
I made some really delicious hamburgers, cheeseburgers, in fact.
Okay.
And I'm very particular about my cheeseburgers. We've had this debate on social media on Lake Geneva Country Meats before, and I don't know if you've chimed in. So,
I don't think so.
So we do bacon cheeseburgers. We love them. I think the first key is to undercook your bacon just a touch, because when you put it on the burger, cooks more. So if you cook it to crispy and then you put it on the burger, it's overly crisp.
I hear you, but I like crisp bacon. Don't judge me. Judge me. Actually, that's a terrible thing.
And then I put the cheese over the bacon and melt the cheese onto the bacon. So you tuck your bacon in with a cheese blanket and it melts on top and everything holds together. And so if you put the bacon on top of the cheese, which seems to be the thing to do, also if you want to photograph it, you have to. But the common thing seems to be put the bacon on top. It falls right off.
I know, it slips
right
off.
If you put the cheese blanket on top, you get evenly distributed things.
Cheese blanket. Are you a cheddar and bacon person?
Yeah, we did cheddar. We did normal cheddar. Our big favorite is to do Hill Valley Dairy whiskey cheddar.
Oh,
because you get kind of a little smokiness.
Whoa.
It's also white cheddar, which tastes better than yellow cheddar.
Why, Nick?
It's the same damn thing. There's a little bit of coloring, annatto, in the yellow one, a very small amount.
Dang.
But as Ron knows, Ron, if you're listening to this, you know white cheddar is more better.
Oh, cheddar.
Because it's
cheddar.
The white cheddar. Like the Vermont cheddars. We do have some people come to, so they change cheese curd colors every week. at Hill Valley Dairy.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a certain set of people that'll only buy.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter if you're like, hey,
It's the same cheese.
it's legitimately, no, it tastes different, which just proves you eat with your eyes first.
Oh, boy, Nick, what a great fact here.
Yep.
I heard some breaking news on the way over that was not originally on my plan.
All right, share it.
Okay, obviously, I can't decide, so I'm sharing two stories. Both are candy themed, though. First, are you guys Peeps lovers? Do you like Peeps?
Hate them.
Hate them. Great.
Absolutely
You'll be
them.
thrilled to hear. Peeps, because of coronavirus, you guys,
They were out last year, too.
they are not producing Halloween, Christmas, or Valentine's Day Peeps. So they will only be producing, I assume it means they're only producing Easter Peeps. Because, I don't know, coronavirus has caused production to halt. So, guys, don't be looking for your, I don't know, Santa-shaped. What shape do they make at Christmas? I don't even know. Like, literally, Christmas tree. They make Christmas tree ones. Anyway, they're not making them this year, so don't go looking for them don't tell Santa to put them in the stockings. So, anyway, no Peeps, but that wasn't really my news story.
Thank God.
Why? It's a great story.
Peeps are gross.
Okay. Have you heard about the Jelly Belly factory thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I'm guessing by now you guys have heard, but like this is the story that made me start the outline for the podcast really early this week. I was like, oh my God. I talked about a Willy Wonka like type factory in Amsterdam, I think. I talked about it months ago. Well, Jelly Belly, right here in Kenosha.
Pleasant Prairie. Shout out Pleasant Prairie.
They're doing some kind of like, you have to buy in $50 to be, well, it's too late now. It's already closed. But I read the article like 2 hours before the end of the deadline. You have to buy in $50 and you become part of like a scavenger hunt and you're essentially looking for a golden ticket and you could win keys. You could become an owner of one of the Jelly Belly factory tours if you win like the scavenger hunt. So I didn't buy in, so there wasn't a lot of information besides that. So if you bought in and you're playing the scavenger hunt, we want you to be a guest.
Please let us know. We'd love to hear.
I am dying excited about it, so I want to know. Okay, that's what I heard. Tell me more.
I have an old news story. It's from 2008, but it's too good not to share.
Okay, great.
Are you stressed, Bridget?
What? No.
Do you love milk?
If it's ice cold.
How about a $43 bottle of stress-relieving milk straight from the Lon Lon Ranch?
What?
Tokyo-based Nakazawa Foods will launch the adult milk line of products in October. This is in 2008, targeting adults who live in a stressful society.
So every adult.
The milk is taken from cows once a week at the break of dawn as they discharge a lot of stress-relieving hormones called melatonin. We know what melatonin is.
Discharge is a gross word.
And it's said to contain 3 to 4 times as much melatonin as the usual milk. So, would you pay $43 for a gallon of milk?
Never.
That makes all of your stress melt away?
It wouldn't make all my... That's a bunch of boo hooky.
Well, it
That's
actually
garbage.
is cow
hooky.
not bull hooky. Bulls don't have udders.
Okay, no. Would you?
Hell no. Milk is disgusting.
This is marketing, people, right here.
This
is marketing.
Although,
milk. Again, if you have bought a $43 gallon of milk, let us know. We also want to hear from you.
I'm sure this place is out of business. I haven't been able to find it yet. Again, this happened in 2008, but I thought this would be podcast ready. Would you pay $43 for melatonin milk?
Also, does this company still exist?
And it's like,
if you're selling it, let us know.
It's, so these are the cows that have been, not milked for a while, blah, 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 blah. It's like how the cows that just give birth are decaffeinated cows.
What?
Decaffeinated.
I wasn't paying close enough attention. Your dad joke? I thought you were going to dad joke me earlier. I thought you moved it around. Okay. Anyway.
All right, let's go take a break, guys.
Okay, we're back with.
We're back.
What? We're back. Okay, I got a little mad. I'm back now. Product recommendation. I was really excited about this one. Again, I changed it because decisions, but I read an article just 2 days ago. A new. So I'm a big fan of voting. Everybody vote. Okay. I used to just be a fan of vote. I don't care who you vote for. I don't really feel that way anymore. It's vitally important to vote, but.
We have children now. Vote for our children's future.
There you go. That's a kind way to put it without getting too political here, but vote. Okay.
Vote for the world you want your children to grow up in.
So, on September 9th, a collection launched, and it is only September 11th, 2 days later that we are recording this, and some of the stuff is already sold out. So it's
like the Nordstrom rack sale or whatever.
Oh my God.
It just goes so fast.
Except this is way better because it's not for profit. So it's sold out because this is championed by Michelle Obama. So whatever you feel politically,
Queen.
Michelle Obama has this great, so it's Vote Forever. So you can go check out their merch. They've partnered with, I'm going to screw this up, Revolve. And they have some really cool, like, she was first seen with a necklace. So there's these necklaces going around. If you're a new mom, I have one. I feel like everyone has one. They're like a dainty gold chain with little letters on them.
And you put the teeth of your children on them as they fall out. That's what that necklace looks like.
That's right. So this necklace just has 4 letters.
Those are like teeth.
Okay, I hear you, but... It's not. It's
gross.
So it's a little dainty gold chain, VOTE. There's a really cool coffee mug that's handmade in Brooklyn. So really cool mug. There's some t-shirts and things. So this is all, you can go to revolve.com or, I can put this article up that I'm reading. It'll leave
we'll
you
have
there.
It in the show notes.
But yeah, of course. But this is Voting Looks Good on You. And so it's just merch to get people to vote. Like, I understand that merch doesn't necessarily make everybody vote, but it is targeted at the right crowd of people who are not voting enough, which is younger people. Younger people who listen to podcasts. Okay, anyway, so it's supporting small businesses, Black-owned businesses, women-owned businesses, sustainability, et cetera, et cetera. So it's doing all the things that Nick and I care about, and I hope a lot of you care about. So take a look. We'll put all the links in the show notes and maybe get some merch. I'm waiting for 2 things to come back in stock that are already sold out.
I literally saw a video once about moms that harvested the teeth from their children. And if you wash them in Sprite or something, and
wash them in Sprite.
Yeah, it does something to them, and then you can bake them, and they save them, and they make necklace. I'm like, this is the weirdest thing I've seen in my life. But
we're not supporting that.
Moms be cray cray, and you deserve it. You carried a little child.
So put their teeth in a necklace?
Well, if that's important to you, you want to preserve your child's teeth. Because that's a memento of your child. That's not the product I'm recommending, though. I do not recommend that. I am recommending, I sold my condo. We sold our condo. I paid for it. Love you, Sarah. But I paid for it. My money. And I think I should be able to treat myself with something.
Treat yourself.
Treat myself. Another Parks and Rec. Shut up.
My favorite.
So I watched the Netflix series Chef's Table.
Yes.
The barbecue edition. It's amazing. Highly recommend it.
Love that show.
And I'm like, man, I'm doing some good barbecue, but I'm not doing great. I could do better. These people are cooking with real wood, and so I'm a little I'm feeling a little inadequate. And you know what men do when they feel a little inadequate? They spend too much money on dumb stuff.
You did not buy this.
So did you Google this? Oh, I showed you this already.
Yeah, you showed me.
This is called the Nuke. It's spelled nuke.
Yeah.
It's pronounced Nuke. Delta Argentinian Gaucho Grill. It's a wood-fired grill. So on one side, you burn your logs into embers, and then there's a cast iron skillet grill thing that you move up and down to control your heat, and you move the ashes over to underneath them, and you cook it. And I need it.
So what's the most appealing thing about this? Tell our listeners.
Cooking over wood.
Yes, but didn't you say multiple temperatures or something? You can cook this hot here.
Well,
and
so
less hot
the only
here.
way cooking over wood you can really control the temperature is how close the stuff is to the fire.
So less embers.
No, you have more embers,
no,
and you go up and down for hotter or less.
Whatever. This
Cooking
sounds
over
complicated.
wood's just very, very special.
It's very manly.
I'm gonna make you some fine ribeye steak cook over.
I hope
hot
one
wood
of you
coals
buy this grill and tell us all about it.
So anyway, Nuke Delta Argentinian Gaucho Grill. We're going to have a link up on Amazon. We'd really appreciate the affiliate commission if you're going to buy it, because it's $1,400. And
great Christmas gift.
That'd be a great commission for us. So thank you. So that's what I'm recommending. Maybe I'll buy it. Maybe Sarah's not going to let me buy it.
Should I send the link to Sarah? Hint, hint, Christmas gift.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, that's it for Product Rex.
Yep, take a break. We'll be back. All right, we're back. and I'm going to clarify, it's called a gaucho grill because it's the Argentinian cowboys with the funny pants out on the Pamplonas cooking with wood.
Yeah, no, we get it. Gaucho pants also used to be a hot thing. Like, I don't know how old I was. Whatever. Anyway, it's my week for...
Also, breaking news. The new downtown location for the Milwaukee Public Museum and Betty Brant Children's Museum is going to be on a high-profile site 1 block north of Fiserv Forum.
Fiserv Forum changing the landscape of Milwaukee.
Very exciting.
Love them. Thanks for that breaking news. Like we're news anchors here for you.
Okay. That was my breaking news.
I thought this was your new intro to Interesting Questions.
No. All right. It's time for Interesting Questions with Bridget and Nick.
I love that he has to do that intro and I can sit over here and laugh.
What you got?
I added an extra one because I know how much you hate hot drinks.
Ugh.
Nick hates them.
They're the worst.
So if I'm going to force you, this should be a really easy one. If I'm going to force you to drink a hot drink here in the fall, is it going to be a disgusting ass pumpkin spice latte or hot caramel apple cider? I know. Don't they just sound gross too? I couldn't wait to make you decide.
The caramel apple cider.
I mean, yeah.
God, that's so gross. Why?
But like,
why would you add so apple cider's so freaking sugary already?
Okay, so fine. Take the caramel.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, that was just a warm up because I knew it would make Nick disgusted. Ugh. We had our first fire in our fireplace of the season, and it was so delightful. I did not have any hot beverages with it, but I wish I would have had some apple cider. Okay, ready?
Ready.
This one made me laugh when I read it out loud. Would you rather have to shout, hooray, every time that you hear your name or do 5 jumping jacks whenever you see a baby?
I don't know.
I don't care.
Hey, Nick, hooray! That's awesome.
Hey, Nick.
Hooray!
You're already on.
Hooray!
Okay, I just love that one. It made me happy. I thought we could use it.
Also, I could train Simona to do it.
Daddy, hooray!
I mean, how
would
cool
it be Dad
be?
or Nick? Or Daddy or Dada? Complicated question. We're diving real deep now.
Probably Nick, but she could be my hype squad. She could
be like, yo, Nick.
Yeah. Hooray!
I know, isn't that one fun?
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I know. Okay.
Don't you want people even if it's you,
I mean, but if you had to do 5 jumping
be
jacks,
your own hype person.
When you see a baby, you'd be like getting in shape and inspiring people around you.
You look like an idiot.
Okay. Oh, shouting hooray?
Well, you'd be like, no, I'm a hype man.
I'm a hype man for myself.
Yeah, it'd be like a thing. You could probably monetize it. You could be like a
Nick's
Facebook
trying to monetize
health, self-health guru.
You don't think jumping jacks could be that?
Like, hey, my name's Nick, and hooray! I shout hooray every time someone says my name, because if you don't believe in yourself and cheerlead for yourself, no one will. And I bet people would pay you money to do that. I mean, people pay money to follow all sorts of idiot self-help gurus.
Maybe that'll be our next special podcast, Nick's TED Talk. Hooray! Okay, moving on. Would you rather have a rap battle with someone or a dance battle? And this just makes me think of DDR. Ding, 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 ding. This is an easy one for me, obviously.
I'm bad at both. I'm really bad at both.
I don't think it's asking if you're good. I mean, you might lose both battles.
I hate losing. That's the thing.
Yeah, this is a toughie then. I obviously, while he's contemplating, would have a rap battle.
I would do a dance battle because I could at least
Pretend?
Pretend, yeah. I mean, now if it's against... Also, I guess it depends on... If it's Josie Henningfeld, I'm screwed regardless.
She can rap and dance.
She can rap and dance. If it's Ron Henningfeld, Ron can dance, but he can't rap. So I'll take Ron at the rap.
Interesting. Well, unfortunately, you don't get to pick your opponent. You have to pick your battle, and then you learn who your opponent is.
Well, that's not in the,
that's
Sun
in the rules.
Tzu's
I read it.
Thing of War. So...
but I'm making the rules up this week.
Yeah, I'm going to go with dance.
Dancing. Bummer. I would be rapping because I want to live in 8 Mile.
First of all, you keep it in here.
Nick's going to dance the rest of the episode. I don't know what's going on with him today, but...
It's been a really productive week, and I'm just coming off the, checking stuff off the list.
This is coming up next. Would you rather have bananas for toes or fingers? Ooh. This is a toughie.
How ripe are the bananas?
I don't know. Perfectly ripe to eat.
Fingers, then, because they're soft.
You can eat them?
Yes, and so if you had soft banana toes, you wouldn't be able to walk.
This is a really valid point. I guess, obviously. But toes, you could hide your banana toes. Hands, you'd have to be yelling hooray and in your dance battle with banana hands. It's a tough group of questions this week. You guys, these would you rather questions really
Those are good. Yeah,
the light of my life.
I think fingers. Yeah. Do they grow back if you eat them?
Yeah, for sure.
So then, I mean, you don't have to spend any money on food anymore.
High potassium diet, right? Is that potassium? Yeah, that's potassium.
Good for stuff.
Oh, great questions.
Good job, Bridget. That was impressive.
They were fun ones that made me giggle out loud.
All right. So what
are we doing this week?
Meal plan.
Okay.
I like how you did it this week.
Thanks. You sound surprised. Last week, we started doing 2 options. He's like, yeah, I don't know about you.
Shrug.
Wow, rude. Last week, we thought, well, if people are as indecisive as I am, maybe they don't like only having one option.
Can anybody be as indecisive?
Yes,
if you
Shannon.
were a superhero, you know what your power would be? Not be able to make up your mind.
I don't know. Shannon and I are both like that. Anyway, okay. The meal plan. We now have 2 meal options a day because we did a little study last week, and it turns out you all, if you are looking at our meal plan, our followers at Lake Geneva Country Meats all like the option because I like chicken, but I don't like every chicken recipe that we have. So it's nice to have 2 options.
There's like one you don't like.
Yeah, like one. So last week we did kind of like inside outside. It's sometimes it's cold, but next week it's going to be warm. Like, so you could get outside and grill, or it could be a freaking 50 degrees and pouring rain. So who knows? So this week I simplified it even a little bit more and just did the same protein each day. And I included a special Sunday one because football is back. I wish we had like the NFL theme music to play right now. So already drama last night's game. Okay. Packers don't play till this weekend, which I will be watching, and I will be planning my Sundays around football games now. Judge me if you'd like. So, anyway.
You got your fantasy team picked?
I do have my fantasy team picked. I am projected to win by like 2 points this week.
Maybe we should add a weekly segment of how did Bridget's fantasy go?
You guys, I won the league last year. Maybe got second. I don't remember. But for all you guys know, I won. So yeah, I haven't changed my team name. Like I play with my my in-laws. So it's a whole bunch of dudes. And some of the girl cousins have joined now, which is great. But I was really proud when I did well because fantasy football is the thing I care about.
What's
care about
your team
football.
Name? Uteruses before deuteruses?
I should change it to that, but we decided, like, so many of us have players. My team name is straight out of Cobton. Randall Cobb not even in the league anymore. So it's funny. Don't judge me. And my little icon is you mad, bro? Because ESPN only lets you choose like stupid little icons. Anyway, very funny. We've been playing in this league for years and I've gotten significantly better. So I've learned a lot. We drafted on Labor Day and yeah, I'm proud of my team. I picked in a much smarter way this year. So TBD. I will update you every week, maybe, if I win or lose.
So what are you eating with your football?
This week, I actually only chose these recipes because it's football Sunday. So these are silly little simple recipes, but we have a recipe for green and gold brats, which is our delicious cheddar pepper brats, which I love.
But with more stuff on top.
With all the fancy things on top. Fancy. Fun and fancy.
I like it.
It's a new word. So yeah, green and gold brats.
Our podcast is funcy.
We are funcy. Pinkies up is funcy. Anyway, so green and gold brats is on the menu, and then also taco brat dip. So
this is one of the best things in the history of the earth, the taco brat dip.
History of the earth?
Yeah, it's so good.
You
need to make it.
Game day snacks. Yeah, I haven't had it yet.
You need to make that.
So it's a taco dip. So check out the football recipes.
Bridget, it's all the things you like. Actually, maybe make it with a chicken brat, so it includes chicken. But it's sausage outside the casing. Yep. It's spicy. Yep. It's dips. It's football. It's Mexican. It's taco. It's all of the things you like.
I love both of these recipes. They're easy. They're fun. I miss this kind of game day food. Like I will eat dip all day on Sundays. I don't need a meal. I just need a whole bunch of cheesy dips. So that's what my Sundays look like for the next foreseeable future.
I like your things for chicken thighs.
Oh, yeah,
I
thanks.
love chicken thighs. They're such a great, affordable, yummy, delicious meal source. I actually made chicken parm with them the other day because they're easier to pound. They're a better size for chicken parm than chicken breast. You don't have to mess around with them so much. And there's 2 really good ones. One's a one-pot chicken thighs and veggies, which is a great, super easy inside thing. Just lay them all on a sheet pan, roast them. They roast the same temperature. All
good
the things.
For back to school.
They're so good.
Yeah.
This is one where I'm sure your eyes were like when you put this up. Grilled peri-peri chicken thighs. It's a spicy pepper peri-peri chicken. Comes from Brazil, Mozambique, Portuguese places. It's a weird food history. But if you like spicy stuff, that's not just like one note hot.
Yeah.
Like this is very hot.
Yeah.
It has a lot of Scoville units, but it also is like fruity and got some aromatic notes. So peri peri is a great thing to look into. I love this grilled peri peri chicken.
I remember my first experience with peri peri was like, you had peri peri marinated chicken breast, and I didn't work here yet. I was just buying my chicken, and you're like, yeah, try this one. I'm like, I don't know. Love it.
So good because it's hot.
Yeah,
but it's got some fruit notes and some
jam.
floral stuff in it. It's delicious.
The meal plan's really great this week, you guys. I know we say that a lot, but I really love this one.
So you gave me crap that I was surprised you did a good job, but you also are like, man, I did good work
Damn.
today. Damn, Bridget.
Yeah, you know what?
Hooray!
I mean, I do. Hooray! I do the meal plan every week, so it's like, okay, is it exciting? But I think it's really just these football recipes that have me amped. And I'm a week off. Like, I mean, I should have done that so you could have enjoyed some meal plans this week. Sorry. Whatever.
It's okay.
Football's a long season.
But you know what time it is?
It's time for
Kid Corner!
Oh, Kid Corner. I'm really having a hard time right now. I feel like I need to sit here with like my therapy lesson. Lucy's shoes, man. We've talked about Lucy's love for shoes, okay?
She loves them shoes.
But here's our problem, and we had this problem with Elliot. Elliot's feet were like tall, like chunky, and so we could not get shoes to fit the right way. But we thought with Lucy it was going to be fine. So it was for like a minute, but now suddenly like, oh my God, it's cold. So like we don't have enough socks for our kids. We don't have enough pants that fit Elliot. We don't have enough soled shoes. Like we have soft soled shoes for Lucy, but like it's wet outside and she walks. So we need shoes. So anyway, I'm really struggling. I like ran to the store to buy any kind of shoe I could find in her size. I measured her foot on a receipt. Like I made her stand on a receipt because it was the closest
That's
thing.
smart. That's a pro mom tip. Yeah. That's a second kid tip.
They're right there. Just like draw it on a piece of paper. I went, brought that receipt and like measured the shoes. Could not get them. So I was so proud. I got these ones. We cannot like get her foot in the right angle. So like they're like Vans is what they kind of look like. And they Velcro. So I'm like, this was fine. Cannot get them on. But like lengthwise, they're the right size. So we're just really struggling in the shoe department. So if any of you have kids with like, I don't know, feet that are hard to shove into shoes, which is, I think every child, let me know what shoes you wear. I think she wears a size 5. I don't really know, but that's what shoe fits her currently. The one pair. That's all.
Sabona's getting very, very good at the crawling.
Oh, good. Great.
And where we used to have our studio in the basement is now just open basement now.
Yeah.
So she loves crawling upstairs. Don't judge us.
Okay. She's practicing. That's a good thing to learn.
Yeah, we're, right behind her. She doesn't get to go down them, all the things, all the stuff. Shut up, mom shamers.
Yeah, I will get at you if you are doing that.
We put her in the far corner, and it's basically the length of her house is a long thing, and she just
shove her in the
tears
corner.
off crawling towards the stairs to climb up them.
It's a very exciting thing for babies.
Yep, it takes a lot of energy out of her. It takes time. It's wonderful. She doesn't destroy things because there's nothing in the basement.
A couch.
It's great. So now the game we play is I'll start crawling next to her, get in front of her, lay down, and block off her path. And
block.
Originally, she just thought it was the easiest way to get through would be to crawl over Dad.
Yeah, for sure.
Just crawl, hands, whatever, all over. And it never quite work, and then get really pissed off and start screaming. And it's like, haha, idiot kid. I'm still smarter than
child.
you. Now she's figured out how to go around Dad. So it's a whole new ball game. Yeah. So now, it takes her a while to crawl. So now I have to then dodge and get fake her out,
Nick's
fake
playing
out,
sports
fake out.
with his daughter.
And then eventually she's like, well, if you're just going to keep getting in front of me, I'm going to crawl over you. And then she crawls over me and she gets mad.
So she's smarter than you.
It's a new favorite game I have with Simona is, block you off, try to not let you crawl where you want to crawl.
Football? So it's football?
Yeah,
without a ball?
It's like tag.
And jury's still out on the birthday party theme?
Jury's still out.
We're getting close, Nick.
We're getting close. Probably going to be sliders. I think we're going to have to do it the weekend after her birthday because of it's going to be Oktoberfest weekend in Lake Geneva the weekend before her birthday. And
we don't have a lot of things to say about that right now.
We don't have a lot of things to say about that right now, but it's going to be
it's going to be a weekend.
Yeah. So I'm going to probably
be
doing things that weekend against my will.
Lake Geneva. Well, on that note, guys, hey, guess what's coming? It's going to be Christmas soon.
Christmas?
And I'm already thinking about Christmas cards, okay?
It's going to be your birthday next week.
Oh, yeah, right. It's also my birthday.
It's going to be Lake Geneva Country Meats birthday.
It is. It's a big weekend. My birthday and the next day is Lake Geneva Country Meats. You guys, don't worry. I've already planned next week's podcast, like half of it, because it's obviously going to be all about me.
What about Shannon? It's also Shannon's birthday.
Should we invite her?
We should invite Shannon.
Shannon, consider this your invitation. Podcast recording next Friday. Thursday. Just kidding. So we're going to be out of town Friday.
We could do Interesting Questions Twin Edition.
Okay, guys. Look forward to it. Next week is Twin Edition podcast, and Nick will be there. We've already planned it.
All right. You all have a lovely week. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to us, rate us, hot or not.
Leave us a comment.
Send us an email at hello@dinnerplusdrinks.com. We appreciate it all.
We had a lot of questions this week, so we really would love some feedback, especially if you're part of that Willy Wonka Jelly Belly thing.
Please let us know.
So give us a like on Facebook and Instagram at Dinner Plus Drinks Podcast. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks so much.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye.